I have a Raquel Welch wig for you today that comes in 3 cap sizes, petite, average, and large. And I happen to have the large cap size here, so let's learn about Upstage by Raquel Welch. My name is Denise. I'm also known as heywigsister on Instagram and Facebook, and I am here on behalf of Chiquel to bring you this review of Upstage. I'm really excited to be able to tell you guys about this wig because it comes in 3 different cap sizes, which is not common. There are not many styles out there in the major name brands that come in sizes, or just synthetic wigs in general. Most of the time they come in one size. They may run large, or they may run small, but you don't have any choices. And so when a brand comes out with some sizes, it's news. It's really news. And so today we're going to learn about that. I have her in the color Shaded Iced Mocha, one of my all-time favorite brunettes. We'll talk about this color as well toward the end. So we're going to cover this style, we'll cover this color, but first, Chiquel is an online retailer that carries all of the major name brands. They do have some in-person wig shops in Canada, one in the US, one opening in Dallas soon. The Dallas one may be open by the time this video comes out. I'm not sure. It's real close to opening, and more to come. They have online stores in the UK, Canada, the US, Australia, although my coupon code doesn't work in Australia, but it works at all the other sites, and I have a coupon code for you. So definitely check out Chiquel. They have a lot going on. They do lives every week, huge discounts during the lives. They've got open box clearance. You can save some money, and Amanda shows a lot of wigs as well. So it's really great to be a part of the Chiquel team and show you these wigs. I will put a link below, a coupon code below, and there may be some helpful videos down there as well. Depends on what we talk about in this video. So always check out the description box of my videos. I try to link helpful information. Even if the wig I'm showing isn't for you, there may be some tips that can help you. Let's take a look at this one from all sides. Keep in mind, this is the large cap. This cap is really big on me. I have a bit of a cone head happening here, and it's just because there's so much extra cap here. She's a bit of a layered style. There's a little bit of flippies going on at the end. That could vary depending on the length on you and how she lays on you. If you don't like flippies, you can get rid of them. This is a heat-friendly synthetic wig. I've done that before on, actually the wig was Untold Story. I'm not sure if that wig's still available or not. It's a Raquel Welch wig. Kind of similar to this one actually, and it had some flippies and I didn't really love them, so I took a hot air brush and I just kind of brushed it with the hot air brush under, and I curved those flippies under, and it worked beautifully. I think Untold Story may be a little longer than this one if it's still available, but you can work with these wigs. You can make them your own. You do not have to wear them the way they come out of the box, and I do say this a lot because I think it's important. Wigs are difficult. The journey is difficult. It's hard to find styles that are going to work exactly for your preferences, and you may need to do some tweaking. I have lots of videos showing you how to do that. The fact that this is heat friendly means you're going to have a little bit of an easier time doing that versus a regular synthetic. And the fibers are really human hair-like, which I love, and not shiny also, which I love. Because this wig is big on me, it may look more full. It's going to look like it has more hair because it probably does have more hair because there's more cap to put hair on. Likewise, the petite cap is going to look less full and like it has less hair than this one because the cap is smaller. Just like if you buy clothing in different sizes, the large, an XL is going to have more clothing by volume than the extra small. Similar. This does have a lace front. Raquel Welch does a great job with their lace fronts, even dark colors like this. They've just mastered keeping those knots really small, realistic hairline. I really just love Raquel Welch. I actually think maybe I had that back a little too far. You might have been able to see my own hairline there. It's just because I'm a little discombobulated with this cap being so big on me. This is a full mono top. Extended lace, ear tab to ear tab, soft ear tabs with bendable stays. This is actually a mostly hand-tied cap. We do have some closed wefting toward the bottom, but otherwise all of this is hand-tied. So you have a lot of hand-tied features on this cap, which helps with realism because the hair can move a lot more naturally around a knot versus just really up and down on a weft track. And I don't have this cinched in. It kind of doesn't matter if I cinch it in, to be honest with you, because it is so big on me. And I actually, when I went to go put this wig on to review it, I forgot that I had the large cap, and I couldn't figure out why it wasn't laying right. And I don't always wear a wig grip in my reviews, even if wigs are big on me, because I only have it on my head for a few minutes. And I like to assess fit when I don't have a wig grip on. A wig grip helps wigs to fit me a lot better, and then I can't really tell. But I had to put one on because it was just so big on me. I mean, I can cover my ears almost all the way down to the earlobe with and honestly, I can do that with a lot of wigs because I have a pretty small over the top of my head. But it's really when I'm just stretching them that I can do that. I don't have to stretch this one. It's almost completely covering my ear hole. It's that big on my head. So what you should do is look at my measurements in the description box and compare them to yours. You can be a lot bigger than me. I can't give you an exact number how many inches bigger than me you can be, but a lot. This thing is really big on me. Just smooth her out. This is a great kind of throw and go style, really. I mean, just with the layers, it's easy to wear. It's not flopping in my face. You might get a piece that's a little more of a face flopper just because all of this is hand tied. So how some human being hand tied this in, how the knot settled in. Sometimes those knots are what kind of creates a face flopper. And so it's redirecting those knots sometimes is what you have to do. Sometimes you need heat for that. Sometimes you just need to do this a little bit. As I'm coaxing the hair to go back. I may be redirecting, turning those knots a little bit on their axis. This does have quite a heavy layer. So if you like more of a fringe, you can get that on this one. You do not have to have it be a full bang if you just want like a face framing fringe. Mine came mainly center parted, but you can part this one anywhere. Yours might not come like a center part. But it's kind of cute with the center part, how it just frames the face. But if you wanted to wear this one with a full bang, you could absolutely cut a full bang in. It's already got the start of a bang. You just have to trim it up to your preference. So I do think this wig is going to have a lot of flexibility. And then again, if you wanted to change that part, it's not easy to change the part on most wigs just by doing this, changing the part. You do generally probably have to take heat to it to get it to stay in the new part. And what I would do is I would spray a tiny bit of water, not get it soaking, then find that part wherever I want that part to be. And water will help kind of hold it in place temporarily as you do that, just to say, does that feel right? Does that feel right? And then once you get it where you want it, then you can hit it with some heat. Depending on how much I'm changing the part and how stubborn it is, I like to use a hot comb to do that. It just helps me to sort of smooth it out on either side of that part. But I mean, you could use a hair dryer and a comb. You could use a round brush depending on the length. You could just hit it with a hairdryer and use your hands. Over time, you'll kind of discover what your preference is for doing something like that. And it may vary depending on your wig. I just like to give you guys ideas, especially if you're new, you don't know any of this. And so I like to spark some thought process around, oh gosh, I can do that with wigs. Oh, well, maybe that wig will work for me with a little tweaking. I just think it can be so helpful to hear all of that. But you can also smooth this one out a lot. I mean, look at how smooth she is. So I think, again, this is big on me, but I think if you want her full, you can have her full. If you want her a little bit more sleek and a little bit less full and voluminous, I actually think you can do that too. Really flexible style. Let's talk about density. So this does not have any Permatease. Generally, hand tie caps do not have Permatease. Every now and then you might get a little bit in the closed wefting. And actually this might have a little in the closed wefting. It's kind of hard to say. It's not poofy pillowy, that's for sure, but none up here. And so any volume you're seeing is partly this cap. I mean, I can't stress enough how big this cap is on me and just the extra hair. I do think this is a moderate density. I don't think it's a light density piece. It is more of a moderate density, which again can contribute to that if you want a more full look. I think this is polished hair that you took time to do. You round brushed it. You added a little, maybe a little bit of a curl. It's not, rolled out of bed kind of hair. I think it's professional. I think it's great if you work in an office, or maybe you've got a leadership role and you need to look the part if you want your hair looking really fancy for something, but you're not the type who would wear like curly or updos. I do think this wig is going to fit a lot of different people depending on your preference. It's kind of a chameleon in that way. Let's talk about this color, Shaded Iced Mocha, RL8/12SS. I love this brunette. It's a medium brown. An 8 is a medium brown. So the brunettes go from a 2 to a 12. A 2 is the darkest brown. A 12 is the lightest brown. We're right in the middle. So this is a medium brown. And then they've got some dark blonde tones. That's a 12 is actually supposed to be a light brown. So I'm not sure why they call it dark blonde. You would think that would be a 14. The codes are a guide. They're not perfect, and certainly there's a lot of nuance. It doesn't look blonde to me. It looks dimensional. There are lighter tones in here, but it doesn't look like a blonde highlighted brunette, which is why I love it as a natural dark brunette. It's more neutral in tone. A lot of brunettes, especially in the synthetic wig world, are very red leaning, auburn leaning, pulling red, very warm. It's very hard to find brunettes that don't do that. This one doesn't do that. It's very neutral in tone. If you like something just a little neutral, you don't want the warmth, you don't want the red, and you just want subtle dimension, this is the color for you. It's a great color. Let's get outside so you can see this color outside, and check out the description box for the link. Coupon code saves you on all your purchases. And don't forget about Chiquel. See you soon. All right, it's tricky because it's pretty windy. Get it to lay down so you can actually see the color of this SS Iced Mocha. Love this color so much. One of my favorites. Such a beautiful brunette. It is rooted. That's the SS. Windy out here. Such a gorgeous color. A soft, warm brunette, not heavily highlighted, but a little bit dimensional, just a little bit, but nothing extreme. I would say it's more of a medium dark brown. So stunning. There you go. Hey friends, thanks so much for watching. Here are a few videos I think you might enjoy. Go ahead and click on one and watch.